Keep the holidays safe and fun for your little ones while you visit with family and friends. Here with some child-proofing tips is the author of Travels with Baby, the ultimate guide for planning trips with babies, toddlers, and preschool-age children. Please welcome back Shelly Rivoli. Hi, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly, good to see you again.
It's great to be here.
Now, I have a question. Why do we have to prepare if we're going to family's house? Isn't it better when there's all these people around?
Well, it all depends on who those other people are, but
But if you're going to a family, your family's home with like parents, grandparents, and things like that, what should we watch out for?
Well, you'd like to think you can all let your guard down and let your hair down, maybe take advantage of the built-in babysitters who are there while you're visiting. But you do need to keep in mind that the more people who are there, the more purses might be getting set down on the side with lipsticks and cell phones and other sorts of things. The more glasses may be getting set around as people visit, things like that. So just the variables go up.
And the more distractions there are, I guess, for the parents. There's so many people to pay attention to that you don't always have your focus on the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can get very busy visiting, of course. That's what you're there for. And you probably want to be helpful, too. So
With grandparents, if you're at grandma's house, shouldn't you be on the lookout for medications that might be in the reach of kids?
Yes, actually, that's a really important point because so many grandparents and other members of the family may have prescription drugs around that they're not used to thinking in terms of the small children who may see those as candy. I mean, when they're bright orange, bright pink colors, and often in those nice little plastic organizers that look like glorified Pez dispensers, you need to be very careful around those. Keep them out of sight as much as possible.
Can you rent baby gear, to keep at your grandparents' home?
Absolutely. When you're traveling with children at certain ages and stages, it can be really, really helpful to have, for example, a pack in place. So when Junior wakes up from his nap, you don't have to wonder if he's exploring the house before you find him and things like that.
Right.
And I have a directory of baby gear rental agencies on my site, actually, with those companies around the world. So wherever you're headed to, you don't have to pack it with you necessarily.
Well, during the holidays, everything is decked out. We've got the ornaments, which could be actually breakable, which could be dangerous, and all those like poinsettias and the plants, right?
Yes,
those are poisonous.
Actually, poinsettias and mistletoe, two very popular holiday plants, are toxic.
Mistletoe, too?
Yes,
so
mistletoe.
You kiss under it, but you don't kiss it.
Right, don't bump it. Don't play around with it.
Right.
But you should also keep in mind that many house plants that we don't think about very often can also be toxic, those jungle varieties. And maybe, at your own home, you can keep these things out of reach. You've already thought this through, but keep that in mind at other people's homes, too.
And there's also lots of electrical cords going on because you're decorating the Christmas tree, the Christmas lights are on.
Yeah.
So what, you should bring your own socket covers, or what do you do?
Well, you need to be very careful. Sometimes if there's a good outlet within easy reach, you can move a little furniture in front of it or something. Sometimes that works. But there are some other handy child-proofing covers that cover cords that are plugged in. And if you're really concerned about it, pop one of those in your suitcase, have it along just in case. It can really be a sanity saver.
When I was a kid, my little brother used to tug on tablecloths in place settings. He was always messing up stuff like that.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
So you have to look out for those things too.
Watch out. Yeah. In fact, babies crawling along will reach up and see that, and then toddlers, and when the children get older, they have some magic tricks in mind, perhaps. And maybe most of the time at your own home, you don't have fancy place settings and tablecloths, but around the holidays, it's very common, and especially at other people's homes who don't have children.
Right, and candles. A lot of people like the menorah.
Yes,
and all,
watch out for candles. Bring an electric menorah as a Hanukkah gift if you want, or those nice little electric tea light candles now can be a good hostess gift.
So if you're going to visit with a child, what should you bring? To the hostess's home, or should you give them something because you're bringing a child?
Well, sure. It never hurts to bring some bribes of your own, especially if you want to take advantage of the babysitting while you're there. But some clever hostess gifts you might think of. If you have a baby who's not likely to make it through the night without wailing, earplugs are always a thoughtful hostess gift. Some of those temporary child-proofing solutions might be really appreciated by your host.
Cash.
Bring those along. Cash.
Food is always good too.
Yeah, easy to pack snacks and things that your own child will enjoy.
Tell us about your fundraiser.
Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, Passports with Purpose kicks off today. It's a bunch of travel bloggers, a bunch of us. I'm joining it too with my blog, Travels with Baby. I've got 3 amazing prizes for parents who travel with kids. A sit and stroll car seat that converts to a stroller, the CARES flight harness you can use instead of a car seat on airplanes, and a $100 gift certificate to Baby's Travel Light. Go to my site, travelswithbaby.com. You can read all about it, and each prize includes a signed copy of Travels with Baby.
More information on Shelly, the website, and her book on our website. Shelly, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
We'll be right back.